Hello, hello, hello. I am so super excited to be here today. And I want to thank you for coming out and watching because today is our first event, which is called Shop Talk. And it was just like a thing that I was thinking of the other day when I was running. And you'll see Courtney, my beautiful friend and neighbor. This is Courtney, and I was running by her house, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, I have this idea that I would love to interview people that I know that have small businesses, entrepreneurs, and would love to just hear about their businesses and go in and just help network. And so I asked her, Courtney, do you want to try this with me? And she said, of course. So here we are. And so it's really all about Courtney and her business. And I just wanted to share a little bit about who I am and what I'm doing. But I am Trisha Pacheco, and I am a Mary Kay independent director. And I've had my business for about 7 years now. But I just absolutely love being an entrepreneur, and I know how difficult it is. So that's why I wanted to reach out and see how I can help others and how we can help each other out. So what I'm doing is I just going to do a little shop talk with Courtney and see how our business started, and she can kind of share her business. But I will tell you, Courtney and I have been neighbors for several years. And I am so excited to hear from her because I was in the military for 24 years before I started my Mary Kay business. And one day she knocked on the door, and I have to tell you, this is like so funny. Courtney, you probably don't even realize this. Like, we were talking one day, when we first met, and I did not know she was like a personal trainer, right? Or I did not know she was all into her fitness. And she's like, hey, Trish, maybe one day we can go walking. And I was thinking, oh my gosh. So I'm calling her and I'm like, yeah, the day we're going walking, I'm like, don't forget to bring a granola bar and bring some water, and she's like, okay, saying it all nice. And then she shows up at my door we're going to walk literally out my backyard. And she's got her baby in a hiker. Like, I was sitting there going, oh my gosh, like, I don't think I'm going to make it. She's got her baby on a hiker backpack. Oh my God. But we have been friends ever since. And I'll tell you what, she's just a beautiful spirit. She's a beautiful person. And I am so blessed to call her my friend. And so, Courtney, I would love to hear from you. And if you would just let us know, like right now, tell us all about the business that you have.
My goodness, Trish, thank you so much. What a wonderful welcome. Great memories.
I love you.
I love you too. Well, since I met you then, my business has expanded and includes now functional training as well as holistic health coaching. So it's kind of grown quite a bit since. So please ask away and I'll fill in as best I can.
Okay. Well, so tell me, like, what different things that you can help somebody with with your business. Like, I know for me, you took me into the mountains and you showed me how to do like a circuit, which I did not know. The last 5 years of my military career, I did that circuit, and I was blessed by that. And I thought, oh my gosh, I had no idea. So things like that, like what do you have to offer people with your business?
Well, I think you make a really great point there, because health it's a lifestyle, and it's not just something you do 1 hour a week, right? Not going to the gym. And so I work with people in 3 primary areas, which is mindset. So how you think about who you are and your life, movement. So through group training, individual training, functional training, which is what I do primarily, and also through nutrition. So it's like a package of the holistic health coaching, right? And
okay.
So, in this pandemic time, I've offered Zoom trainings. So you don't have to actually go to a gym or go anywhere. You can train from your backyard or your living room and have the ability of training with whatever equipment or lack of equipment you have at home. So you can have a workout with a chair and a water bottle or a mat and cover all the bases. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And you guys, I went to her first, to my first Zoom class with her last weekend. I am still sore. But it was amazing. Like, I thought I was a pretty coordinated person, and she was doing this fight thing where you have to like go jab, uppercut, and I was like, uppercut, you watch things like that, but I was like, what's a hook?
Right. So that's a great point. I teach Rebel Arts, which is what I've called it. It's martial arts inspired fitness training, and it's groups every Saturday, 9 to 10. And I set it up as donations based class so that anyone and everyone can participate. I wanted it to be available so that everyone can, and this time with the stress that's going on, have physical activity, have something that's training your brain, training your body, training your coordination, and is fun at the same time. So yeah, that's what you did.
Yes. And it was fun, you guys. I loved it. You have to try her class. So just so you guys know, we have posted the links to her website and also to her Facebook page. And then the event is on her Facebook page, and you can communicate with her through that. But I highly recommend it because I want to thank you, because really the last 5 years. Okay, let me tell you another funny story. So she says, okay, we were meeting, I think it was like once a week when you first started your business. I'm like, I want to be one of your first customers, right? And then you said, what do you want to do this week? And I'm like, okay, how about you come over to my house and look in my pantry?
Right.
Oh, do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
Oh my God. She's like, okay, get rid of everything. There's like high salt here, a lot of sugar here. Like, I'm like, oh my goodness. But I learned so much. So that's something that you can help people too. Like, right?
Absolutely. As well as going to the grocery store, because oftentimes we just don't know what we don't know. Right. Mm-hmm. And if you can go together with somebody who can say, hey, this is something I love to eat, and here's a healthy alternative, that really helps in making a lifestyle change sustainable as well as effective. Right. And it's not necessarily that I go in and like clean everything out and tell you, oh, you can't have this and a list of that. It's actually, what can you add into your life that's more healthy and more effective for your body? Right.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I think about you when I put like one of those cookies in my mouth going, oh, if only Courtney could see it.
I'm human too though, Trish.
But I'm out there running.
Right.
Oh, that's okay. So one of our watchers, Laurel, she had a little question. She said mindset, movement, functional training, and then what was the other one?
Nutrition.
Okay.
Functional training is actually it's personal training that I do in function of what your body needs. So every body is unique. Everybody has different injuries or different movement patterns. Say you sit at a desk all day, you're going to have a different type of training than somebody who is building roofs and is active all day long. Needs a different type of training. Right. So functional training is really specific to what your body needs and your individual needs and desires.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. No, that's good. So it's tailored. And I love that you and I could just meet specifically to what I needed. That was awesome.
That's another thing, Trish, is I love nature, and nature has healing effects. And so as much as possible, I take people outside into nature. And now living here in Tucson, we're kind of we are a little bit beperkt. What's the word in English? Restricted by the temperatures. However, I have a swimming pool here for in the summertime. I do trainings in the summer with people in the pool. And in the winter, we can train outside all year long, pretty much. In the mornings, it works. Yeah.
Right. Are you in a position to show your pool? Are you on a stand or something?
I can. It's currently covered so that we can still swim.
You guys, look at that. It's like one of those negative edge pools. It is gorgeous and beautiful. Like, that's the place where I want to be doing my workouts.
Yes. Yeah. And this deck too. This is where I train with my clients in the evening right now.
Yes.
And it's socially distanced. We set it up. They can come in via the outside gate. They don't have to worry about going through personal space. Yeah. It works out really well. Yeah.
And what's the best way for people to get a hold of you?
Via Messenger or Instagram.
Okay.
Or texting me. Since I'm on and off with clients on and off all day long, texting is probably the best way.
Okay.
I'll get back to you as soon as I'm available after a client.
Okay. And then, so what do you think your target like client is that you really love to work with?
That's great. I work primarily with women, although I must say that my business has been transitioning over the years, but primarily with women.
Oh, wow.
Middle
I
age,
didn't know that.
anywhere between 30 and 50 is typically the woman that I work with. I work oftentimes with people that are self-employed that have a little bit more freedom and time. However, it's not limited to that. It's people that are looking for a different type of training. Somebody that doesn't want to go to a gym and wear a mask and, sweat next to a bunch of other people, or work with a trainer there, or have somebody that's like beating them up. Somebody who wants to have a holistic approach to their well-being, because it's not just about losing weight, although a lot of people come to me for losing weight. It's also about creating greater balance and harmony in your life so that you are healthy in all areas. Yeah.
Well, you have made a difference in mine. I will tell you that for sure.
Thank you so much, Trish.
So, I thank you so much.
I appreciate you.
So one last thing. So in this pandemic, how do you feel that your business has been able to shift, being an entrepreneur, and how has it affected your business, I guess is what I'm asking.
It's a great question. Honestly, it's created a lot of opportunity for me. So Rebel Arts was born out of this pandemic. My class that I teach every Saturday came to be because I used to teach a class in person for martial arts called Kubo. And being able to offer it in studio was no longer available. So meeting in person. And so I started thinking, everybody needs that opportunity to move, especially now sitting at home. What are we going to do? We can't go to the gym. And so I had this inspiration of, okay, well, why not use Zoom and create trainings? And so that's spilled over into group trainings for that, as well as individual trainings. And there's another benefit that's come out of it is with Zoom, I can actually record the sessions and then upload them to YouTube as special videos that's only available to the person I send the link to. And so at the end of our training, because we work in packages, then at the end of that training package, they have an entire series of training specific to them, individual personal training sessions that they can go back and redo anytime they want to. So it's been amazing, actually. I mean, there's been opportunities that have come out of the terribleness.
Right. Well, I truly believe there's always blessings that come from negative events, because we are the type of people that look positive and see positive.
Absolutely.
And so another question was, could you work with at-risk youth?
Yes, actually. On a side note, I also have a postgraduate in adventure education where I work primarily with at-risk youth through a company called Outward Bound. So that's a side note. So yes, I have experience in that field as well, and can incorporate that into movement. Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, that's great.
Random side note.
Yeah, no, that's good. I'm glad Laurel's asking the questions.
Thank you.
So my very last question, because, I am a Mary Kay consultant. What is your favorite Mary Kay product, Courtney?
I love the natural line. So I came to you saying my skin is so sensitive. I don't wear makeup. I mean, I'm sweating most of the day in my work. I don't wear makeup usually, and I'm very sensitive in my skin. So your natural line is awesome. And my most favorite is the oil.
Oh, love it. Right? It's like,
love it. Yeah, my sister comes over, and every time she jumps out of the pool, she takes the oil. And
does she? It's amazing. I love that oil.
Birthday or Christmas.
Yes, it is so good. I feel like I have to put a lock on the lid, because one time I accidentally knocked it over, and I was like,
oh no!
Oh, it's like gold spilling out, right?
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. I have learned to, while it's in my hand, put the lid on and then put it down.
Yes, exactly. Okay, well, Courtney, that has been wonderful chit-chatting with you, and I thank you so much for your time, and thank you for being like my first shop talk, because this was so fun.
Yeah, it takes me back to your first facial too.
Oh, yes.
In my living room.
In your living room, yes. So, yes, she was my first facial when I first started my Mary Kay business, and I went over there with the botanical set, because you were all about natural. We had a botanical set. We didn't have the naturally line then, and I was ripping open the samples, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, but we're just gonna put this on your face.
So much fun, and it's been wonderful, Trish, to see you grow. And take and inspire and help so many people. That's one thing that I love about you so much, is how much you care and how much you care about helping others to succeed in their life in so many areas. You're such an inspiration.
I
Yeah.
love you. Well, thank you. And that's exactly what I'm doing this for. So anybody who's watching, or you pass this on, or if you're watching it live or later, I really, really would love to help you and your business if you have one, and or somebody that you know. And so give me a call. You can go to my Facebook page. You can go to marykay.com/Miss Trish Fig. You can contact me however you need to. Message me on Facebook, and I would love to help your family and friends with any shop talk that we could learn about their business. And it doesn't have to be here in Tucson either, because look at, this is how we do it, and this is exactly what we do. This is going through a StreamYard, and we're streaming it into her Facebook page and my Facebook page, and so everybody can see it. Okay. Well, thank you guys so much. And you guys have a wonderful evening. And we'll see you hopefully next week for Shop Talk next Tuesday. Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.